All right. Hello, everyone. This is Isabel, and I have a good friend of mine, Karen Heck, who is here to discuss her experience taking the psychic course of 21 modules. She just completed the course, and I'm like, oh my God, Karen, can you just, do you mind if we just do a Zoom call and record it? And I am super curious. So just full disclosure, I do know a little bit about Karen's experience with this course because she wrote comments to me while she was taking the modules. And then we did speak in between while she was taking the course. And I was so excited, and I'm a proud mama, I would say, definitely, of her experience and that kind of thing. So let's just start off with the basic of Karen. Why did you take the course? Why did you click, buy the psychic course?
Hi. Part of it was just your effervescence.
Thank you.
And having had a chance to experience your little car channels to people,
Yeah.
and the joy that came through. But also I've been wanting to increase and establish a better relationship with my guides and angels, and just also my abilities as a person here.
Which is wonderful, because that is what the course was designed for. I mean, changing your vibration, my intent, my focus intent was always to strengthen that connection with your soul, to strengthen that connection with the non-physical. And what's interesting, no matter who you are, no matter where you are in this journey, you have to raise your vibration. And understanding how to process fear, understanding that your beliefs are real, that your beliefs create your vibration, is very key. And a lot of us, I know when I first started my Jedi work, I was just like, so beliefs are not true. That is so weird. I just thought they were really true. I didn't even think to examine my beliefs, right?
Yeah, it's a big thought. It's a large thought to have kind of shift your perspective.
Yeah, yeah. And then when I channeled the course, I really wanted it to be hands-on. So, Karen, did you find it hands-on?
It is hands-on. You have little exercises to do that engage a person, and it's not an arduous process at all. It feels fun.
Yay! I wanted this course to be fun. And what was your favorite module or exercise, or even if a few came up to mind, like, or your aha moment when you did it?
Oh my goodness. That's hard to answer.
I know they all integrate. They
They
really
do. They all integrate.
complement.
And, honestly, I think it's the first mind map and the last one.
Yeah, that, because you
That,
can see your difference, right?
yes.
So
Yeah.
what was your first object that you did on your first mind map to see your baseline?
My drawing pencil.
Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah. And then you're at the end of the course, you take the same exercise that you did in the first beginning, and then you do it again, and it doesn't have to be the same object. And what was your second object at the end of the course?
The second object was a quartz crystal that I have. And I had a much more expanded, deeper experience with that object.
Yes. So she wrote to me that she actually connected to the consciousness of the crystal, because the crystal is alive. It's not just a rock. I know, shocking. But it is alive. And so when Karen said to me she connected with the consciousness of it, I was just like, oh my God, I'm excited. And so one of the things that, so Karen was going through the course, and she understood her self-talk, because we do like body image things, and we do a lot of different modules to incorporate that connection with your non-physical. But Karen is able to channel. She doesn't have the confidence yet, but let me tell you guys, she is able to channel and connect with her own voice, her own soul, or non-physical entities. And she is seeing signs.
Yes.
Yep.
The channeling, I have to trust more, but I mean, you definitely feel when words that are coming through are given.
Yes.
You.
It is like a download. I always say,
Yeah.
I describe it as a download.
And I always hear people say, oh, I got a download,
Right.
So that's something I would love to increase. I haven't done that yet. I need to trust myself more, but definitely. And the objects, just in general, there's a feeling of increased relationship with everything, objects,
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You've definitely expanded.
I
You're
did.
more aware.
Yeah.
And now the non-physical, let me ask you this. Do you feel the non-physical more real?
I do. It's subtle still, but what was a very soft prompting or words or a gut feeling, now it's stronger. And so that excites me. And I know some tools to keep increasing that.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yes. You have to keep on practicing.
Yeah.
Keep on doing your spell work. Keep on, getting in that kitchen and making food and
Right.
just watching it. Yeah. Yeah. So it is a subtle energy. I would say dealing with or working with the non-physical is not visceral like physical reality. It's not like a strong grab. It's a delicate caress. It's a delicate touch, but they're so vast. There's so much of the non-physical. Like the physical reality is even though it feels strong, it's really, the non-physical is just so powerful. But
Yeah.
it's subtle. It is subtle. It does feel subtle, even for me. Every once in a while, like I'll my ears will like really ring like loud, and I'm like, oh wow, that's a cool physiological experience right now. Or my head would like tingle, like
Yeah. I
like
get a tightening sometimes. It's like,
yes, yeah, yeah. And not all, just so if you don't feel a physiological experience when you're connecting with your non-physical peeps, don't worry, you know, everyone is different. Astrid is a good friend of mine who is a beautiful channeler and
Yeah.
doesn't feel anything, you know, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
And it just flows through, and sometimes it takes a minute
Yeah.
for I guess yourself to tune in,
Yes.
if that's the word.
That is it. I am teaching you to tune into that frequency. You know, first I have to, again, it doesn't matter what Isabel Zimmerman believes. It matters what you believe, right? And
Mhm.
believe that it's real. Well, now you can tune into the station. It's a
Yeah.
series of steps to get you to feel, understand, know, believe. You know, it's just
Yes.
the way it
That,
is.
excuse me, that module, like turning up your vibration, um, works. And where it's like turning up a dial, and
Yes.
you're just raising your vibration. And I think it's one of the easiest ways to do that. And it, if we just stop for a moment, do focus and do it, it's happening. It doesn't take some, oh, I spent an hour trying to turn a dial up. No.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
Visualize it. And I felt it kind of in my heart area.
yeah.
Um, and it's good because if you're out of sorts, or, something's bugging you, take a second, breathe, right, turn the dial up
Yeah.
toward
You know,
spirit, or
it is. And it's very similar to what we've been taught positive thinking matters, right? But the dial of the frequency, I mean, that's how it was taught to me by my non-physical team, was changing the station. And then also they also showed this, because I studied archaeology and the stratospheres of timelines in the dirt, right?
yeah, yeah,
They,
yeah.
they just said, okay, you're here. Now we want you to go to the next band and then the next band. And there really is a frequency of that band. And so
Yeah.
I do have a lot of psychic friends, and where our station is tuned into a certain frequency of a band. Like I have friends who are mediums, and so they work with the dearly departed, right? But that's a frequency, that's a station,
Yeah.
a band of, you
Area.
know, getting to that non-physical entity. Now, I like to work with maybe not the consciousness of the dearly departed, but I like to work with their inner self, that like a higher frequency,
Hmm.
because I'm just a junkie, to be honest with you, for knowledge. And so
Get
very
it.
high.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you know? What's going on over there? Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. So I am. I'm a true junkie. But because I'm so curious, because I'm so passionate around it, it allows me to really broaden my understanding of all that is. And at the same time, I discover who I am.
Yes.
It's neat. And so wherever you want to play, you know, just strengthening your connection with your inner soul, that is, to me, that is priceless. Like if that's all you do, which you'll always expand, so it doesn't matter. But understanding you're not alone, understanding that you have a soul, understanding that your soul loves you tremendously and that you are so powerful and there's so much love out there, is, I think it's priceless. I can't even describe it. It's like, until you've been kissed or fallen in love, it's just a story. It's just a story. You have to experience it.
Yeah. No, that's awakening. That's waking up to who we really are. Soul experiencing life through this physical vehicle in this dimension, and then rediscovering all that we truly are, which it adds to the expansion of source of
Yes.
all that is. I do want to say that it is very playful. It's very well, playful, because that's the word. And versus, like, in my past, if I would think of, being more psychic, or there was a more of a darker connotation to that. And that's not it at all. That's just not it at all. It's part of who you are, and finding that after you get through all the clutter of being human.
Yes.
I don't know if I said that right, but
You said that perfectly.
okay.
Because you're saying it's in the love frequency. It's in the love. You're playing in love.
Mm.
And so it is my honor that you did find the course fun and playful, because that was my intention. I told the non-physical team, I said, I didn't want it to be like work. I really wanted it to be like play and having fun. I'm not saying you don't work, because you are,
Yeah.
but you're having fun. I've always known when you are having fun with something, it integrates, it resonates, it's playful,
Yes.
instead of, um, yeah, if you can make anything fun, even a chore, if you can make it into a game and play. And playing is a very high vibration. Kids vibrate very high because they play, they laugh, they giggle, they don't take.
Yeah, that's where joy is. Which, joy is such an expansive feeling. There were definitely a few things I resisted, but I did them. And, I will say, not a lot of the modules, the things you had us do, were not new and something I'd never heard of. So,
Right.
I, for instance, doing the mirror work, I've done before, and so I more easily did just go to the mirror and connect with myself. But that is very powerful, and
Yeah, that was Yeshua, or Jesus, if you guys, his stage
yeah.
name. But Yeshua was really insistent to put the mirror work. And I said, really? You want the mirror work? And he's like, yes, 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 yes. It doesn't matter if they've done it before, they're at a different vibration and
Yeah.
will gain something out of it no matter what.
Hey, yeah.
That mirror. Right. That's what you're
Remember.
saying.
Yeah.
Right. You see something new.
Right.
But yes, he was very insistent. Very insistent. I'm like, all right,
I like that.
Yeshua, put the mirror
Insistent.
exercise in there. Yeah, no, it's funny how the Octurians gave me an exercise. Saint Germain was the mind mapping exercise. And of course, Isis and Athena are my two main guides. But
What
I
was the
love
Arcturian one?
the Arcturian ones were the
Oh, I love that. I don't know why, but I love that.
yeah, the Arcturian one was the infinity, drawing it with both hands,
And
and
circles.
visualizing your
Yeah.
mind and the circle. That was the Arcturian ones. They were very, and then the Isis one was the sphere. She like I did that exercise uh, two years ago or 3 years ago or whatever. But she had me draw the circle and then shade it in. Um, yeah, yeah. And Athena is about forgiveness.
Circles are important.
She really wanted forgiveness because
Yeah.
she said a lot of where we are, we still see it as wrong. We still think I mean, you can say everything is perfect and there is no wrong in the universe, right? But if you don't believe it inside, all of it, you can't trick the universe, guys.
That's a big concept. It's a huge concept for us
Yeah.
that everything is right. It's for us. Um, I mean, it all ties in, right, with that we're creating our own reality. And if you're not fully on board with that, it takes a while for that to integrate. You know, it kind of hits your head, but it'll go in.
I
It
know.
goes in over time, and then it's like, oh, you know what? I can accept that thought. It does make a difference. It does change how I'm viewing things, and things make a different kind of sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Um, so I
Yeah.
do like that.
Yeah. So that's why forgiveness is incorporated in the spell work with Isis and Athena.
Yeah, that stuff, that part is big for me. And it did. It's like, well, take stock. Are you taking stock of yourself? Um, and it showed me also where there's more work to do. Um, and even like during the day, various thoughts that come in, I'll think of that. Oh, you know, that's a place of forgiveness that I could work on.
Yeah.
So, and that's also the thing. Naturally, these modules, these lessons were just, they kind of just stay with
That's
you.
great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's so wonderful. And I'm glad you found them um, fun and playful and easy to do, nothing too crazy, right? But it's funny how subtle it is that it still opened you,
Yeah,
expanded you, created that connection.
it
You
did. Yeah.
it's always a multi-pronged approach working with the non-physical. It is very subtle. uh as I was doing each exercise, incorporating each exercise, I was just like I always I know I still doubt them sometimes, but I'm like, really, you want me to put this in here? All right. And I would just push past my human,
Right.
oh, this is not necessary kind of thing. But they were like, no, 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 in, this goes in. So, but yeah, but now I can see, um, stepping back from it, I can see how it really integrates a lot of things.
Oh, a lot, the whole self, the whole being, I think.
Yes.
I mean, I'm still obviously integrating it.
Yeah.
Um, and trusting what's happened is Israel.
Yes. Yes.
And if you just say it is, uh, then that go with it, because there are moments every day now that there are those signs,
Yes.
and or you hear something, and it gives you a little lift. And
Yeah.
and for me, I mean, as you I laugh a little because it's like, well, gosh, you were there all along.
I
um
really wasn't alone. Oh my gosh.
yeah, and that's a wonderful feeling. You're just not.
No, and you're so supported and you're so
Yeah.
loved. And to feel that love and supported from the non-physical, I don't know, I could cry right now. I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful that you took the course. I'm so grateful who anyone who takes this course. Again, I'm just one modality, one teacher. It matters not. I just want you to play. Just play, even if you never take this course or you never try it, it doesn't matter. If you're just curious and you find another teacher, that's great. Just find another teacher. Just,
Yeah, whatever avenue calls, that's where you
yes.
go.
Yeah,
um
totally.
yeah, so, and you're just drawn to it. You're either drawn literally or you're not, and to follow that. um I just can't quite remember, but I had gotten a prompt and I actually listened, a gut thing.
Yes.
It ended up, and when I think of it, I'll tell you. I'm sorry, I don't
Was
have
it the
it.
car? Was it
It
the
what?
traffic? That story?
Which one was that?
That you heard that there was going to be a traffic accident or a car accident?
Oh, yes. Oh my God. Yeah. It was two things: driving speed limit, and and then I saw an accident in my mind. And during this drive, I rarely go speed limit, and there were a lot of cops out, and I was dutifully doing the speed limit, and this cop comes whizzing by. You always think they're there for you.
Yeah.
What did I do? um and then further on up the drive, that there would be a delay, but I would still be on time. And there was a just a broken down truck that backed up things, but it wasn't long. And for me, it's like, what? Like, how do I know this ahead of time?
Yeah.
And and then when it happens, it's such a confirmation to believe it, trust it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Engaging in universal forces, that's what it means, my friends. It means you are being guided, you are being assisted, you are being helped in this physical reality. And it is a download of information. It wasn't like somebody like sat next to her and whispered into her ear. She heard it in her mind, these words and images, because a lot of times the non-physical will give you words and images at once. It's very fast. And she heard it, and it's called clairvoyance. She was clairvoyant there, meaning she saw the future of a dimension. That's all that is. But yeah, so I always say this: I could never be a muggle again. I am so grateful that I am not a muggle. And I have the support of all these entities and my soul and all this love. And I get to see magic every day. Every day I get to experience magic and beauty. And of course, I want that for you guys. Of course, I do. Of course, I do. Because it's so much fun. Yes, I want you to play. So, Karen, thank you so much for having this candid conversation and sharing your experience. Again, I'm such a proud mama, even though I should not be tied to the outcome. I know. Um, I am excited though, because um, it just makes me really happy that you're connected with your team and that you're connected with the non-physical. It makes me very happy because it's in that love frequency. It's just in that love frequency. And so now you're another spark of love, and you'll spark another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's
No, it
great.
was it was wonderful to do it. And what stops me from doing it again? Nothing.
Nothing.
No, going back and doing
Yeah.
um favorite modules. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys are curious about, I'll put the link down, but it is Isabel Zimmerman, all one word, and you spell my name is Isabelle, the French version, Zimmerman, no space in between, Zimmerman dot Podia, Podia.com. And then it should just come right up. You don't even have to do the / changing - your - vibration. You should find it, but if not, no big deal. You can always find me on attractingwisdom.com, on Facebook, on Spotify, and Podbeam, and blah, blah, blah. So I hope you get inspired to take a step in any direction, in any course, in any curiosity to connect with your soul. Until next time, bye.